Welcome back once again. Back to Scrap Mechanic today. Hope you all had a good week so far. Mine's been a little rough, as some of you know that are in the Discord. Yeah, I almost wasn't even going to stream today. Wasn't feeling very good. Oh no! We're out of batteries. But feeling all right this morning, so... Wait, I bet you I have some. Here, bat. Get those bats. 100's all it can hold, so there. So yeah, we've been making batteries ahead of time. We're good. Boop and boop. And let's see, we got to break down some stuff. But yeah, it's been a week, man. It's been a week. But like I say, doing a little better today. That makes me happy. Hopefully makes you happy. So here we are. Gonna play a little bit of scrap. But let's see. I gotta do cleanup first. I got too much garbage. I was building. And apparently I need to get some more potatoes. I built that. I will explain. So last time we were streaming scrap, I tried to build a pickup. It didn't come out real well. And it was all because I started with that frame, I think. Hey, Murdoch. What's up, man? There, and, ooh, crap. I think we got to do a quick farm, too, it looks like. I got to fill up my containers. My taters are... Oh, wrong button. My taters are looking a little low. I don't want to touch, the whatever 10,000 or 12,000, 14,000 that I have in storage on the other part. I just used from here. So we got to fill these up. I need a few for myself, too. Not much? All right, well, sometimes a lack of excitement is a good thing. All right, so, yeah, we'll give him the extra one there, too. Let's see. How are you doing? You're good? You're good. Think about it. Yeah, okay. So all those are now mostly full. All right, so get some batteries. Fill this up so it can fight back if need be. These should all be working now. I have not tested them. I literally just signed in like a minute before we started. Man, we got blueberries for days. Cool. So we're not going to... Oh, my God. Broccoli. Got more seeds. All right. I can throw most of that out technically. But, yeah, let's do a quick farm here. Wait, what time is it? No, let's not. Man, I got seeds for all kinds of stuff except what I need, which is potatoes. Let's take a bunch of these banana seeds out of here. I need to farm more of those too, because I meant to do this off stream, actually, do the banana farming. I want to fill those banana canisters over there in the house. What was that? Oh, it's just a gas tank. Oh, we might want to bring more gas over here too. But yeah, we'll talk about the truck here in a little bit. A little more. But yeah, so we're going to get stuff set up so that when night falls, we can do some planting, and you have room. We're going to run out of space soon. Ah, my clicking. My clicking is slow today, and my wrist is spasming, so yay. All right, we'll get there, though. But yeah, we need to plant some taters. Might as well make that into... What is it? Consumables. Which one is it? Need the nanner one. There's the nanner one. Here. Give me all the fertilizer. Okay, so let's go find some potato seeds. I can't believe I must have gotten rid of them all because the other thing was so full. I hate taking from here because then I got to put them back. There. That's 200. Let's do 300. There we go. Close this because those little blue bastards keep walking up here. They've now destroyed everything that was in this corner. Sometimes they walk right into the house. But yeah, so the pickup I made on stream last time, I wasn't very happy with that. I tried to make it on like a legit kind of frame and whatnot. I think that was just a huge mistake. Won't be doing that again. So that night, or the next day, actually, I jumped into the game. Wait, we took 300, right? Right. Okay, let me make sure here. So 100 is one row, and 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. All right, so that's 300. We're not planting it right now. Ah, all right, there we go. Hey, Power Commander. But yeah, so I found out trying to build like a legitimate chassis just doesn't work. It makes the truck too high. I couldn't get the suspension where I wanted it, things like that. So the next day I rebuilt our little pickup. And I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. Kind of a trophy truck style. I used the V8 engine like I was talking about on stream. So we got the little blower coming out the top. I had to make a little scoop for it, which inadvertently made us some cool little fender wells. Unfortunately, this part was kind of annoying. Couldn't make the glass all the way across. It was one short, so I decided to put the one short in the center. Hey, Fant, I didn't see you sneak over there. Mike was muted the whole stream. You were talking the whole time and no one could hear you. Oh, God. Wait, did you two stream together? Is that what you're saying? If so, how did nobody tell you? 5 hours? Oh my God. Oh, you were streaming early. Wait, nobody told you though that your mic was off? Oh wait, you do quiet comment or quiet videos though too, don't you? So just like music. Okay, yeah. If I don't talk, people generally know I screwed up my mic again. Sometimes you stream when you code without talking because it's focusing. Oh, I totally understand that. But today you talk. That's rough, man. That is rough. Sorry to hear that. Um. Oh, that I've had some mistakes over the years, obviously. Yeah. Can't think of any right now because reasons, because I want to think of it. But yeah, damn nice. Oh, thank you. Like I said, I don't know if you were here for it before, but the one I was building on stream last time, once stream was done, I was looking at, I just wasn't proud of it. I didn't feel like it was worth spending the time on to redo it. So I just rebuilt from scratch. The framing was screwing it up, brought the height up too high, needed a different material on the bottom. Hey, Lawson. So yeah, I just decided to start from zero instead of rebuilding or trying to make that one into what I wanted. So unfortunately, there is no stream of this because it was just me kind of tinkering and ending up coming up with something that I liked. So both doors open at once. I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to change all that because we got our headlights here. You got to have Baja lights for this. Both doors close on a controller. Was worth the rebuild 100%. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm not the best builder and whatnot, so it doesn't take a lot to make me proud of a build. And this one I'm kind of proud of. Looks better than any car. No, don't even say that. I'm sure that's not true, Fant. I know you're talented. I do not believe you for a second that this is better looking than any car you built. No way. You've been trying to find out, but have not seen it anywhere. Do you have a streaming schedule posted somewhere? Yeah, it's true, but it does look. Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't know if I want to switch these to single controller per door, but I kind of do, and I kind of don't, because yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Fant can answer that, and then it opens, of course, the hood, so you can see that awesome V8 in there. I got a couple spud guns. They're not hooked up yet, because I'm still coming up with an idea. I don't think they're going to stay there. I think I'm going to have possibly. Well, here, let me. The tailgate opens when I open the hood too. I might separate those also, but I think I might try to find a way to have like a couple blocks move out of the way and then those move forward. Whether that's, I think the easiest way might be to pull one of the grill blocks back and then put these on a piston just to move up to a forward spot here. But I haven't quite decided. There's a couple ways I want to, or thought about going about it, like having these rotate, these couple blocks here, if I can, and having the spud guns come out on the rotation. But yeah, we'll see. No, you need a reason, something to do on stream. Otherwise, your brain goes meh. The best sources on your Discord. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Thanks, Scar, for posting that up. Would you do one for Power Commander also? Power Commander's awesome. I saw a couple of his builds. I enjoyed watching his stream. He does good work too. And Fant always, I've ranted about Fant enough. Fant does great stuff too. I'm not even going to say nothing more. I mean, hell, he built the mod for crying out loud. Streams are not funny. Sorry. Your streams are rarely entertaining. Oh, please. I don't know. I honestly, the ones I've watched were informative because that's what I was thinking of. So, I haven't watched the streams. I shouldn't say that. I watched your YouTube. I hardly ever get on Twitch anymore for personal use. I just, I have to take, everything I watch is in such increments. Oh, hey, I can do something better there. Hold on. I didn't finish these yet. I need to get some stuff. And it's getting to be nighttime, so we gotta farm some taters. Let's see, do I have any made? I need, clear that, get the parts. I need those. I only have 2. All right, let's get a couple more of those made. But yeah, I'm planning to build more stuff. I just have to decide what that stuff's going to be. I think I would like to. Wait, we noticed yesterday that Discord can play now. Twitch streams directly inside Discord, so maybe that gives you a reason to watch more Twitch. Really? Huh. I don't know. I haven't been in Discord tons either. I go in Discord after stream to hang out with a few people. Linus has come in and hung out for a bit, and that's pretty awesome. Scar, you haven't been in a while. What the hell? Oh, wait, you're still at work usually while I'm streaming. But Agneto and, like I say, Linus. Potato comes in once in a while. We've got a few people that pop in. But yeah, I usually hang out in Discord for a couple hours after stream. I didn't on Monday. Correct. You lurk while working? Yeah, exactly. That's fine. I appreciate your lurk. And it's not lurking when you talk, Scar. Go back to lurking. Shush. I'm kidding, of course. But, yeah, if you want to hang out and chat a little bit, just join Discord, and you're welcome in there. I mean, 18 and over. My Discord is 18 and over. We talk about all the things. Less working, more lurking. There you go. But yeah. Totally lost my train of thought there. But yeah, so yeah, I don't really watch Twitch, or wouldn't really watch much in Discord either, other than, somebody posts something in there. Hey, Murdoch, how's your friend's stream doing? I see you got him posted up there. We do have a promote your channel in there, and it's just in case anybody else had a question, you're more than welcome to post yours or a friend's stream. Hell, you can post PewDiePie in there if you want to. I don't care. That's what it's for, is to promote other people. Twitch is a community, and if we can't help each other, then who the hell cares? Then what's the point? You're just being greedy, and you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons. You think you're gonna be one of the next Twitch millionaires, and well, I can tell you, I wish you luck. That's about where that's gonna end. Yes, Fant, I did. Although I can't say I really watch him a whole lot, but I've seen him in clip things quite a few times. I don't know. Seems all right. That's a sickness, not a person. I remember the only reason I ever knew his name in the beginning was he was featured on South Park. All the little the kindergartners were watching him. So that's why I know how his little name goes and stuff. So yeah. Well, wear warmer clothes then, Scar. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I think we probably have enough of these now. I just needed a couple. Oh, and time is ticking. Let's just grab 10 of these. That should be enough. Just fart. All right, we got a limited time here. Let me actually, what I should do, probably wait until after to do this, but no. Let's see. There. There. Which means I probably didn't. Yep, I didn't do these either. There. And there. And let's make sure we're on the right color. Wrong button. There, 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 there. Now that looks a little more finished. I don't want to put a taper on these too, just an angle there. Just sharp edges. Not, I don't really want a sharp. Well, maybe not there, but maybe down here. Well, then again, it's going to be sharp one way or sharp the other. Unless I put, I can round it off. But let's get this planted first. Time is up the essence on this one, and the other one we have all day. What would look epic? No, Fant, what would look epic? Oh shit, I'm stuck on my own quather. Hey, the toy still works. I haven't used this in a while. All right, cool. Then let's bring it back and load it up with fertilizer. If you make a folding hex spoiler, so when you park, it folds down below the truck bed. I actually have a car that has an automatic spoiler on it. The car is broken, has been for years, but it does have active arrow. Used to. I say used to because if it doesn't actually run on the car, then it really doesn't have it anymore, does it? That's kind of how that works. Yeah, anything I think it's over 35 miles an hour, the rear spoiler kicks up at an angle, depending on your speed, and then the front spoiler underneath the car drops down to help create more vacuum to keep you stuck to the ground. Car is broken, but the spoiler still works. Possibly. I haven't had that thing. I don't think I've even ran that thing in 7 years, 6, 7 years. The transmission's got a big crack in it because bad luck happened. But yeah, unfortunately. Love that car. All right, so. Oh, see? Little bastard's making a run for the house. He gets over there and he just destroys stuff. Dickhead. Go away. They've already taken out most of the decoration we had in that corner. I don't know how much of the stuff up here is missing, but we came back one day. This whole wall was full of stuff. It's no longer full of anything. And there was a bunch of stuff up here, too. He's just a destructive little shit. Well, I don't think it would tuck back very well because I've got the aerodynamic gate that lets the wind through. At least that's what I hear there for. I don't know. All right. I do need to look at something here, though. Let's see. So if I wanted to change the bumpers up a little bit. Oh, yeah, it's just a solid piece. That's no biggie. I think we're going to do that. And then we're going to go get these turned into some triangles if we got any. We may already have some. Let's see. Blocks. Oh, wait, it won't come up under blocks, will it? Let's go to all and wood. There's triangles. Grab them all. Why not? Have you tried the thin chests instead of the large chests? I did on. Actually, yeah, I used them for my dresser. I like the thin chests on the dresser. But see, you got to remember one thing. Oh, here, let me that one. I learned how to do that now too. I loved them for this. They were great for detailing because, for one, I don't know why the vanilla chests don't stack. That just seems weird. But unless you have the big one. But I like the volume. Can't see. Need the thing. There we go. They don't hold enough. And remember, I am first and foremost a hoarder. I have to hoard everything in the game. It's a compulsion. It's gonna happen. So I need the large chests. If I go on a loot run, I am getting all the loot. Oh, wait, I forgot. Don't want to do that because then you get the lines. If I do that, then I have to put a central one in. There is no real center, is there? Oh, there is. All right. But Also, there. There. I like smooth, man. I think we can do something with that. I don't know if I want to. No, I think we're better off doing something different there. Doesn't stack because when you open the chest. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Don't really need to see it because the UI overlaps. That does make sense. Fine, just make me look dumb. God, I'm sorry I didn't notice. Oh my god. I don't know. Is that better than the squared off? I don't think I can really blend that in with the blocks we have available. And I could do that and then a reverse, I suppose. But would that look stupid? Let's find out. Drop her down. Paint it up. I don't know. Your mod has a special block for weird edges because get that word edge cases. Yes, yes. I don't know if I like this one, this corner better than the other one. The universal wedge. Oh, kind of think I kind of like the sharper edge on there. I don't know about this piece, but for now we'll just go with it. I don't feel like undoing and redoing. We'll go with it. We're gonna go with it. All right. Yeah, let me take a look at that universal wedge. Oh, let's just let's do it the easy way. We'll just do wedge. Oh, nope. No, 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 no. So this 1x universal wedge. You can set the angle of the wedge with the menu. The hitbox AA collider is a 1 by 1 by 1 cube. Uh-huh. All right, let's oh, that's right. Let's just make a few of those. 4 corners with it on a slider so it'll fit into the spot where you need it. Oh, nice. I'm making one. It's happening. Actually, I'm making several because this sounds very useful. Because yeah, I noticed I saw somebody else. I was watching some builders play around, and there's a lot more blocks in the game in creative, it seems. But this would take the place of most of those. It would look like. All right, so let's grab. Now this one I can probably use wedge because I don't have that many. There. Grab them all. All right. Take a peek. All right, so got a cure. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to pick that one up for the hell of it, and we'll just mess with it. I need it to go to there. So let's see. Bring that back. Okay, okay. So that one is not the one we would want to use. Bring B back to half. That one is probably not the one we want to use either. C. C has potential. Bring C back to 0. Oh, look at that. Nice. Think you need to reorient it different? That's fine. Right now, I'm just doing a test. I'm trying to see what all things do, and I like this block, yeah. Yeah, I would think for the way I want to use it, up and down would be preferred. Now, the problem is, how do you know which way is up and down? Let's see. Now C is... Yes, no, I think that's doing the same thing. That's the problem. I understand. But we'll give it a couple of hits and see what happens here. We'll try C again. C is now back there. C's back there is fine. Does that mean, yep, that was D, so that's worked. And then we need, I'm still working on what I want here. I don't even know. I'm just kind of tinkering, seeing what looks. That one I need to zero? I think it is. Yeah, it is. So yeah, that could make an interesting corner there. Right now, I'm basically almost back to a triangle, but the point is, I'm almost back to a triangle without using a triangle. But, see. I think that's the one I want, though. Yeah, I don't really need it all the way back, but yeah, so that made it into a triangle. It gives me a little bit more rounded into that corner. I like that. If you don't press Q, the rotation is related to the surface direction you place it onto, or place it to. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I was kind of noticing that there are, depending on which block you look at, it'll place a different way. See, that kind of rounds through. I dig that. I dig that. Now, which side was this one? I kind of want to round that one in too. It's going to be one of the zero blocks. I want to think it is D. It is not D. It is A. All right, hold on. Not A either. Which one is it? Double check that. Okay, so that one did that. Put that back. Okay, we're good. And this one did. Bottom. Okay, that's not it. I think I would need a different rotation again. Worst to do the same mirrored. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Doc, at the moment, I'm playing AV assemblies on Monday and scrap on Thursdays. But those are subject to change at any time. But no, I'm actually, I really do like that block though so far. I can see a lot of possibilities with it. I think I'm going to put it back. No, I'm going to, actually, you know what? We're just going to paint that in right now. I like it. Solve problems and at the same time create totally new problems. Yeah, there you go, Fant. You're a blessing and a curse, huh? All right, so while we're up here, I'm going to swap that. That's right, I'm on the lift, aren't I? So I actually have to orient this. Kind of want to round that off a little bit. Sharp edges, don't really want any. Yeah, eh. So with that spoiler you were talking about, how would... Hey, Slick, I was actually thinking about you the other day. You still playing Farm Sim? With that spoiler, how how would one do that without getting in the way? The only thing I could think of would be when it's up, when you're moving. How? Yes, exactly. So when it's up, it's got an arm on it here with a bearing. It would have to be just in front of the gate. Maybe it would probably have to be on pistons so they don't intercept the bar work. Otherwise, because pistons can go through blocks, right? So if we put it on pistons to go up to a certain height, put that on a bearing down here, and then when you park, just have it automatic. No, I think it would be when you put the tailgate down, it would have to rotate the bearing, put the spoiler back here, which would put it up and down, and then you'd have to have a bearing on that to rotate it flat, and then you could have it pull back underneath, maybe, to be out of the way. Oof. That's stuff for Arc, Duck. That's those are just things for Arc. Most of the commands are anyway. When I started the channel, it was PixArc and Arc and 7 Days to Die all the time. And Arc is going to make a comeback here soon. I have not played that game like a full playthrough on that game or streamed it in over 2 years. I don't know. That sounds like an awful lot of work, Fant. And name a walk here? Yeah, but I don't want to collect a bunch of those assholes. um, Fant, I'm having enough trouble with something much more simple, all right? I'm having much more trouble with something else more simple. Why? Oh, I'm on the lift. Why is a simple timer? Okay, I only have the problem when I'm trying to hook up the timer for the spud guns to the mouse button one. Have I am I losing my mind, or is there something special I have to do there? If I hook it up to a button, no problem. You also haven't played Ark in a while, Scar? Yeah. Hey, Slick, what other games you been playing other than Farm Sim? How about trucking? I remember you got American Truck Sim. I almost bought it that same time you did. But yeah, I've got it unhooked well, I don't think I have it unhooked. We won't talk about how shitty the wiring is, all right? It is such a disaster in there. We just don't even talk about it. See, to WS80, to WASD converter. Yeah. Logic gate. Yeah, to spud gun or timer. Yeah. I mean, it's basically the same as this. Oh, shit, we got a tote bot. I'm going to have to rebuild these walls in steel over there. These little bastards keep sneaking in and then breaking shit. Oh, arm's done. And I'm stuck under that. All right, let's clean up our mess first. All right. Am I already full? Yep. Hold on. We got cleanup to do. Todd, Darkest Days, Last of Us 2, Alan Wake. Man, you've been busy. Wait. Yeah, we'll put some of those in here. Why not? That and a bunch of the taters can go in here both. Set converter to mouse clicks. I did. It was on mouse clicks currently. If you could see it, it was on. I think it was left click. Are your spud guns connected to the ammo container? Yes. I've redone them several times. Hold on 1 second. I'll tell you what I did here after I finish cleaning up my mess. It's hard to read and think and do the work at the same time. Not feeling that talented, all right? Like I said, it's been a rough week. For those who watched AV Assembly, about 20 minutes before the end of stream, I said all of a sudden I wasn't feeling very good, and that has not left all week. As a matter of fact, it got like much worse for a while, on and off. So I don't know what happened, but thank goodness today I'm doing better. But it was an awful feeling, and yeah, brain's still a little on the foggy side. I don't know what. It wasn't like a sickness. Is something's wrong. We'll see. We will see. Hopefully, anyway. Hopefully it's passing. Let's see. Okay, we can take a couple of those back. I'll catch up on my reading here in a sec. Just give me a minute. And put some of the seeds away. Guess we'll take a few extra. I want to get rid of all that and then throw back what won't stay. Good enough. All right. Blood gun's connected. Get well soon. I appreciate that. Yeah, streaming has been actually a problem. Technically, only women should stream because men can't do two things at once. Hey, I can do multiple things at once most of the time. Let's see here. Let's just send the water out. Or bring the water back, I guess. Scar, you've been here long enough to know one of my main things, when they reviewed streamers years ago, one of my main things was how responsive I was to chat while playing. So I beg to differ. But since then, my eyes have gone to shit. That does make it a little more challenging. All right, we're just going to burn through some of those taters anyway. Oh, wait. No, I got to replace those. We need 400 of these back on or 300. Yeah, plus I don't have my same streaming setup I used to have. Wish I could, but really think about it, you will notice that you do things one after another. You may switch frequently between them. but you only do one thing. Women can act. Oh, I know they're more talented at multitasking, but yeah, that is. I do know that is a thing. Single core, multi core. Yes. No, I've studied actually quite a bit of psychology and things like that, and it's very interesting to see the differences in how the brains work. Oh, show. All right. Craft those into those. We got plenty of time before we got to fight again. All right. No, the way I used to have my streaming set up when I was in the house made it real easy to read chat while playing, whereas now it's off to one side and it's in small text compared to what my eyeballs like anymore. So yeah, it's I totally just did the wrong thing there. Yep. I was supposed to put those back on the shelf, not turn them into yeah. Good thing we have more. Crap. 2040. Well, we just grab a whole line here. And then half a line. There, put that back. I mean, it must work like that because women normally handle home, kids, and life, and need to hunt, focusing one thing at a time. Actually, you know, they've shown. Speaking of stuff like that, they've shown that women were hunters as well. It wasn't just the men, as previously thought. That both went out and hunted. Yep. Which makes sense, honestly, if you think about it. Hunting is a team sport. Nowadays, you know, we've got modern weapons and whatnot, and it's easy to just stand in one or sit up in a tree stand. Say you take deer hunting, for instance, in the United States. Get up in a tree stand and you can just sit there for a couple hours and you're done. You can hunt, no problem. You're gonna get one, most likely, unless you're a terrible shot or too loud or stink. Honestly, those are three of the big things that'll get you. But back in the day, the chase was was more of the thing. So you would push a group of woods until animals came out and another group of people were on the other side to receive and shoot them, or with bow and arrow or traps and things like that. So you'd push a woods, not just stand up and post in the woods, as it's called. That's why you wrote normally, like nature intended. Yeah, today, yeah, you all know. I honestly, I don't know. The world is an ever-changing, weird-ass place, man. I try to stay clear of that crap on stream because that's what we talk about in Discord. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff we would chat about in Discord because Twitch has been unfriendly to a lot of those things. And, I've had this channel a long time. If I ever do make another channel, it'll probably not have those restrictions. Yeah. But, I don't know if I would make that on Twitch or on YouTube, though. You have to repair the walls. If they do damage, but I have them out of tier 3 iron or metal, so they should be fine. Or, well, the side walls, yeah, sometimes. Because those are still out of concrete. I literally popped those out almost as soon as I was able. I did clear all this, right? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, Fant, I get you. And there's a lot of craziness and a lot of weird thinking on some things, but on the converse side, there's a lot of old-fashioned thinking that never updates with new information. So there's kind of a catch-22. Somewhere in the middle is the answer. Basically, the worst thing, in my opinion, that can ever happen is you get so sure that you're right that you can't accept any new information that proves that you might be wrong. You know what I mean? Also, see, you're talking or reading, but your character's not moving. It was moving when I was getting the potatoes and bringing them back. I was talking and reading that whole time. So shush. But I'm also sitting here right now waiting to finish the fight so I can go back to dinking around. We got to drive that truck yet. I got to show you that it actually even drives well. All right, spud guns are now working properly, which is awesome. I don't know why I wasted spuds on him. Not hard to beat. Not at this stage. That can't happen, I think, because I question everything, even my questioning. Well, I understand. But keep in mind, we're getting older, Fant. I know you're not as old as I am yet, but you're getting older too. I know you mentioned your age last time. And that is a downside. I've watched my dad go from a question everything to almost a cult member of just disbelief of reality. It's kind of sad. He was the one who taught me to question everything and always, be open to learning new things. Not so open-minded that your brain falls out, as the old saying goes, but open to learning and accepting new information that's proven, not just what somebody tells you. But yeah, and to watch that happen has been kind of sad as he got older. It seems like our brains quit working very well as we get older, which unfortunately science backs that shit up too. Damn it. I ain't looking forward to that, damn it. When I look at how many things I have changed an opinion on based on new information over the years, that makes me nervous. If it happened to him, holy crap. Hope it doesn't happen to me. Hope I can fight it better. Okay, let's get this put away. Not there. There. And I totally missed a spot. Um, by any chance, any of you noticed the same kind of thing with your parents? Or are your parents not old enough yet? You really got to be going like over 60, I think, before that can really apply, maybe. I'm not sure. That's kind of an arbitrary guess from what I have seen with folks. But if your parents aren't that old yet, you'll have to wait for it a little bit. All right, let's take this thing out. We got to turn the lights on. We got to close the doors. When we get to that stage, I think there'll be something like a iBrain 3 from Apple that fixes the brain issues. Uh-oh, hold on. Me out. Got to get a drink. Then we can go for a drive. So if you guys were here last time, you remember how absolutely terribly this vehicle drove. I mean, it was bad. Now, back up the camera here. It was a little slow. This is full speed on the motor, but a little slow to get started. But the stability is so much better. Obviously, I could probably make it a little faster if I lightened it up a bit. Right now, the underside's all Tier 3 concrete without a speed part. But see, you'll lose Linus because we won't have a USB or a headphone jack either. And Linus, he demands a headphone jack. But yeah, look how much more stable this one is than the other one. The other one wanted to flip all the time. This thing, like I say, other than the slow acceleration, drives really nice. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, that's just due to the heavy, super heavy weight. Oops. Wasn't paying attention to my flipping thing. All right, let's see here. I don't remember how much Tier 3 concrete I left under there. Let me knock this guy on his ass first. Yep. Looks like mostly just this center bit. That might still be a couple rows too much. Might have to knock that down a bit, get some more speed out of it, but I want to keep the stability too. At least find a more happy medium. That is not what I meant to do. That is. Is right with the cables because frequency of what frequency the broadband runs on. Not really smart to clamp two things in your ears that fry your brains. I don't actually listen to... I don't use my cell phone for shit, honestly. It's pretty rare. Oops. See, another one over here. I have a Bluetooth earpiece that I use very rare occasion. That's it. Not earbuds on both sides, no. Bluetooth uses nearly the same, like WLAN. Pretty heavy. I don't know what that would be either. That I can't say I've looked into at all. So I will have to defer to your information at the current point, because I have no idea. But yeah, I had to move the boxes too, because when I put the tip over bar up there, the rack, I couldn't put the cases where I had them before. The headache rack back here got in the way. And also when I put the spud gun deal in, the ammo container. Wonder. Sorry, I'm thinking about those universal triangles again now. See, these particular blocks here, I don't like them, but they're the only ones that would fit there. I think I might be able to change that at least a little bit. But not right this moment, but yeah, I think I might be able to actually get rid of those. So that's awesome. That makes me happy. Let's put this over here. I do want to build something else. I'm a little intimidated though, because it's a giant airship. I would like to build a giant airship. I do not know how well that's going to work. I want to make that a flying base. So basically, it would have to be able to hold all of this. It'll be way too big, and Scrap Mechanic will probably not appreciate it, and that'll probably end this world. My biggest concern is, you guys have seen my attempts at flyers. They're not very good. Oh, by the way, what I was talking about before is, I actually have this hooked up to that switch, and I got it to work, and to the WSAD converter, and I copied the exact layout I did for this one, and for some reason it just doesn't want to participate. I don't know why it doesn't want to play nice, but this one, yeah, if I go in here, no problem. Works great. I do the exact same setup on there. No wani. Do the connections. Good luck. So, there's the WASD right there. There's the seat. Seat. WAS. WAS. Comes back here to, should be, yeah, the AND gate. Then, excuse me, the NAND gate goes out to the two guns. Oh, from spud guns in reverse. I'm going the other way, but okay. Spud guns, NAND gate. And NAND gate is being fed by the timer, and also from the car. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, and feeds NAND. NAND feeds guns, and also gets fed by timer, and goes. Does that one go to timer? Can't tell at the moment. Can't do both. Yeah, and feeds timer. Timer feeds NAND. NAND feeds and. Show you the one that's not working. I don't know that one's actually connected properly. Well, obviously not properly. But I mean, I was redoing it so much, I was trying some weirder things at the end, so. I do not remember the state at which I left it last week. Let's see. So spud guns are red. You guys know that. All right. So ammo container. You know what? Ammo container really doesn't matter. So many lines. I know it's awful. This is like very, very ugly spaghetti. I think I'm gonna unhook the spud uh, the container here because we don't really need it. Do you have the multi-connection tool? I don't know that I do. Make one and press Q and look at the car. All right, let's. Oh wait, I might have one. Let's see. I'd have it in here if I do. I think. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't know where it is because that's right. I came back one time and I lost all my tools. I couldn't figure out where they went. So that one. So yeah, I did think I made one of those. Do not have any idea where it ended up. All right. Clear tools. Bam. Get. And let's do. Make one. Press Q and look at the car. Q. Okay. I got you. I was just doing something else at the moment. No, I had a message come through from Kitten. I was just making sure everything was good. All right. Well, that's an interesting thing. I have not used this after all. I think I'd recognize that. Look at that cute little moo up top. It shows which connection lines turn on. Okay. Let me fall into my truck, apparently. Stop it! I'm trying to... Can't get in a spot here. Hold on. Oh, stop it. All right. So this is my logic for over here. There's the WASD converter, and then this one should be and that one should be NAND, I believe. So let me double check. Hold on. Yep, that one's and. That one's NAND. There's my timer. I have it slowed down so it wasn't using a bunch of stuff. So when you flip a switch, it will show that. All right, so go back to here. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm taking a damn seat out for now. Hold on. You got to go. All right. Let me just unhook all of this to start with. So let me just double check here. That's kind of trippy the way all the balls move. That sounds wrong, but it does. It's weird. And timer NAND. Yeah, let me unhook to start it. So let me double check everything. Oops, there. That one's done. Timer does not look like it's connected to anything anymore. Good. So, and timer. Wait, you didn't want and to NAND. You want and to timer to NAND. Back to and. Okay. Excuse me. WSAD into and. Hold on, dry throat. Need a drink. And to the spud gun. Okay. Where'd they go? There they are. They're hiding. Wait, I just disconnected. They were already connected to the spud gun. Okay, never mind. Seat to WSAD. Apparently I stood up on something. WASD is over there. Okay. Then spud guns. There. It should be done. I believe you. It's all about the damn order, and I'm still learning that one. Yeah, I know. I got to go get some. Oh, wait, no, I have extra potatoes on me, don't I? Okay. I've been only putting a little bit in there. Actually, I was using half stacks because I got tired of wasting them. All right, so turn a little bit so we don't shoot the house. Actually, I don't want to shoot that either. Just leaving the doors open because the hood's got to be open next. It's not really set up for final. I hate you. I mean, thank you. I don't know why I don't know what was going on that day, but I just couldn't. My brain just couldn't. And I swear I reset this thing and redid it so many times. Let me look at how you did that again. And to timer to NAND and back to AND. I swear to God I did that 100 times. WSAD into the AND, which, just for the hell of it, let me go over here and take a peek. Because, I mean, I copied the tank one, but the tank one, it's really a pain in the ass to get into to see. But I also used this one to double check. So yeah, this is AND, that's NAND. Yeah, just a loop from AND to NAND. So this one would technically be incorrect according to that. Because you're going AND, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, that's AND. So this would be AND to timer to NAND to back. And yet this one works too. So what the hell? There are many ways how you can connect it, but that is your way. And it works. And it worked. Yeah. But I mean, like I say, this is what I was doing here. So this, to make it a lot easier than looking over there, I had it like this. This is what I was copying. AND to NAND, up to the timer, timer to AND to gun. Yeah, to gun. I had to double check, make sure that wasn't going to the eye. Speaking of, is this rehooked up? Yes. So yeah, I don't know. Difference between yours and mine. Maybe the timer is off when you don't press. On yours, the timer's off. Yours is by default constant on. Maybe. Well, like I said, I didn't really, I wasn't, I won't call it mine. It's literally just the way I got it to work. And working was the only goal I had in mind. And I couldn't get this one to work. Even by copying the one that obviously did. The only thing that was different between that one and this one was the WSAD converter. Many ways, and then it works. Then it works. Exactly. No, I'm just kind of flabbergasted because that was super easy, but I swear I did it. But obviously I didn't because it never worked that way. Where did I have the seat? I think I was. Ow! I think I had it right there. That work? But yeah, I still got to find a permanent home for these. If I didn't have the hood like this, I mean, I could have them rise up from the hood, which would be kind of neat. I know you struggled at the beginning too. Same. Well, I somehow, after seeing all this, doubt you struggle on it as bad as I have. I keep avoiding it, is what it is. You probably made the effort to learn, and so far, I'm still fighting it. I don't wanna. But yeah, I don't think there's. I don't really want to remove any more of the hood because I really like my hood. It was a bit of a trouble to build around that, but I kind of like how it ended up. But yeah, I don't think I have room in the fender, right? Oh, maybe I. No, nope. Suspension's on that one right there, so that can't go any further in. It would have to have been this block, and that can't be a thing. So, why does that look like it's got a gap in it? That seems odd. Anyway. It might just be easier to flip the grill up and just have these extend out on pistons. You actually start to enjoy it when something doesn't work. Ah, you're a fixer. I understand with things where I understand them well. I totally get that. I love to be able to help people when it's something that I've got a clearer vision on than they do and help them to try to understand it, or at least let me help you fix it. I get that. Is it worth it to even have the grill tip up, or should I just even have like just one missing on each? Let's see how that even looks, just out of curiosity. Didn't want to hit that, but whatever. Wrong button. That's the lights. I haven't been in this truck since I built it. I don't really like that. I think we definitely would need the grill pieces. But let's pop the hood back up. We'll leave it out for now. Let's bring this over here. Let's go ahead and get the spud guns in action. They're not exactly what you'd call in the best place either, but the engine is in the way for that. And it didn't really want to share that location. Open sesame. Kill. Get this back up. Oh, hey. Might as well turn our lights on, too. Maybe it'll help us see. All right. Because, yeah, I mean, obviously I'd want them a little bit more centered. And raise them up one. I think. I could get rid of... That would get rid of that wood block, though. Would that be worse? Might be better. I don't know. For now, let's just grab a spuddy here. Here. Get a couple pistons and see what happens. What am I doing? I got pistons already, I'm sure. Just need 2. For now. There. I think low. I think that might just be a little bit too low, though. I really don't know. I'll have to put these on there before we can figure out where we need them. Exactly. Looks like what? 4 or 5? Want them to extend a little beyond? I think maybe we do. Let's go to 5. Fast. 5. Fast, if you can call it fast. I have a switch or something on me. I put this right there for a tester quick. Not there. Those. Thank you. That might be a little bit too far. Don't shoot. Just ram the spud gun in the bot's face. I think that's might be too far. I don't know. Let's put the hood down and see. Oh, I kind of like that. Poke it to death. Actually, I kind of dig that. I think that looks all right. So how do that? So I got a couple of options for how to make that a thing. At the end, you shoot once. Isn't that how things work when you poke things to death? Wait. You need recovery time after that. All right, so there we go. Let's see. So if I want to have the grill pieces in there, if I do these, I don't know if this is connected to anything. I don't think that's close enough to the motor to count as connected. I was thinking I could take these pieces here and have the grill attached to them and just have it rotate out of the way when the spud gun comes out, in which case that would be nice. But if I do that on both sides, will this piece stay where it's put? Or will it try to rotate too? Because I'd have to have an inner bearing on both to hold it all in one piece. Well, let's find out. You need some bearings. Get a couple of those. Probably need a controller then too, right? Here, grab both of those. Why not? And we will need another switch. Just used our last one. Grab a couple of those. And you have to wait 30 minutes reload time. Oh, yeah, I plan on upgrading the pistons too. But for now, I'm just trying to get a feel for all this. Making sure I'm doing the right pieces for what I want the outcome to be. Okay, and I... Is it on a lift? Okay, so yeah, it should be good. Then... You. And can I drop that? Yes. All right, so... There. There. Where are they? There. Last but not least, there. All right, and then like I say, just for testing purposes, controller is going to be right out here. We're going to put a switch next to it to make it nice and simple. There, here, here, there. Actually, I could make these inside ones. Wait. Oh, shit. Totally forgot about that part. Yeah, I gotta upgrade them just to do the connections I'm looking at. Fun fact, you can count yourself as a pro scrap player when you check when working with joints if your creation is lifted. Well, I have to bring my machine out yet, my welder. So I'm not pro. I still have to upgrade it. There. Now try it again. Here we go. Okay. So let's see. We want on 1 and 2. Let's do it on this one just to test so we don't have to. Oh, wait, I got to take it off the. I take it off the lift for that. Okay, so that was the correct direction. Yay! Negative 90. Go back to 0. Gonna be same then, right? Oh, that would be reversed. I can fix it, or we can just cheat and do that. Screw it. It's done. All right. Now just let me switch that to here. Those. Wait. Yes, that's right. Why not rotating inwards? I don't think you're going to notice it so much. So when they rotate out, first off, let me boost that speed up. Keep in mind, when they rotate out, the guns should be sitting right on top of it. I don't know about that one. Plus, there's less chance of interference. If something gets jammed up, the guns can actually push the grill out of the way, possibly give it a tap. Whereas if it's going inward, it could just cause more of a cluster, I think, more of a problem. That's kind of my reasoning at this point. See, like right there, if I close that up, hell, that didn't even, the guns didn't even care. It just opened the hood a little bit. Well, that's kind of nice. The bearing stretch. See, I get turbo boost. That's how we get more airflow when we're really in a hurry. Yep, that opens up like a turbo. All right. But yeah, that was kind of where I was going with putting it down. It was my original thought, anyways, that it might help tap because I know stuff does like to get stuck. Like my on Big Ugly over there, the doors. Sometimes only one door will open. Sometimes both of them will open. Sometimes neither of them will open. And I'd love to be able to smack them with a hammer quick. If you make it rotate 180, it looks like the car has teeth. Ah, like fangs. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Yep. Let's paint these, and then those are black. I don't know why. I've got such a bad habit of hitting escape for everything. Okay. So yeah, now we just got to find room. Well, not really. We put them in the floor. Got room in there. I don't think we have a whole lot of firewall space left. So I got a space right there. I think that's door panel. I can't. No, I don't think I do have a space right there. Yeah, I think those are door panel. Okay. One. And yeah. Never mind. I might have room for one right there, but I think that's going to be about it. I think I'll just use something like here. Let's hope there's no regrets after this. There. Okay. And then take this controller. Figure out where the hell I put it. No, that should have the colors facing forward. All right, so then we just got to do this all over again. No biggie. I need the outside bearings. Okay. And we'll just missed it. 90, 90, and then we'll adjust the bearing as needed afterwards. Now we just got to find a place for the switch. I think I have a little bit of space I can cover up with the switch. Actually, wait, no. I would want those in with the spud gun switch, right? Put that into the WAS. No, because I kind of want to open that before. Uh-oh, now we got a new problem. Now I need something to turn the WSAD converter on because I need those to pop open before the guns come out. No, I haven't done the speed yet. I agree. I know. I just hooked them up because I didn't even know if they were going the right direction yet. But let's see. How would a person do that? There's probably an easy way for this for those of you who are experts. I only want the guns to turn on once they're forward. So once the pistons are extended. Is that difficult? A sensor, maybe? So once it passes a certain point, the sensor would turn on the loop? Not easy? Sensor? Sensor, yes? Okay. Yeah, I think that would be about the only way I can think of, or the easiest way I could think of. And a gate? Or plus an AND gate. Yeah, that makes sense. So once button is pressed and the sensor is on, you don't need the extra AND. No, because you would just need the single. I get you. Because you're looking for button press and sensor to be active, and then it'll work. Right? Sensor to the AND gate of the timer. Okay. I think I get it. Yeah, because you wouldn't want an OR gate, because then it could do it no matter which one was active. I'm still learning this stuff, and I'm slow learning because, like I said, I'm fighting it. Oh, shit, I can't reach it from inside the truck. All right, we're gonna have to put that on a lift. For now, I'm just going to put them on an individual switch and then see if I want to figure that out at some point. All right, so yes, we definitely want those to flip out fast. Wait. When those flip, I can hook the pistons in here too, can't I? You can just make that as one motion. That'd be nice. You can just attach the sensor somewhere to one of the spud guns. Yeah, because they're both on the same circuit. I get you. Did I miss? Oh, I thought I could put those on thought I could put the pistons on a controller. Why can't I? Can I not? I swear that was a controller activity. Am I hitting the wrong thing? Oh wait, I still have them hooked up over here too. Don't I? Yep, I do. I'll get that switch out of there. Try that again. See if... There we go. It was because I still had them hooked to a switch. There. All right, so. Oh, get your butt back up there. I think we're just going to 5, right? That's where we had it, 5. Or you don't need the sensor. Yeah, I was going to say, this wouldn't need the sensor this way if I do it right. I mean, it would still kind of need the sensor to activate the ability to fire, I guess. All right, and then yeah, we need a switch. But yeah, that's the only thing that would need a sensor. But I think everything else is going to be hooking together nicely up to this point. I'm finding it hard to complain. Other than, it's really stressful to learn this stuff on stream. That's mildly stressful to learn it while everybody's watching you and knows it better. And those who don't think they would if they tried. Well, let's see. All right, because we don't even know if they're going the right direction yet. Wait, I still got a switch on the nose here. And hey, some of them would know better if they tried. But you don't know that until you try. Get the game. It's a fun game. Highly recommend. All right. 4. And they are definitely going the wrong way. Obviously, otherwise they would have moved. All right. Can I reach it? Looks like it. Why didn't I just turn the bearings? Reasons. All right. Try it again. 4. No connections. Did I not hook? Did I? Oh, I didn't hook it to the controller. I hooked it to the seat and then left it. That's right. That one? That one. You have no connection to the switch? Yeah, message me. I wasn't looking at that. I was too focused on the other. Wait, I'm still not hooked to that? Did I miss? Oh, there we go. There we go. Something happened wrong. Okay, so, all right. That one needs to be reversed. Just going to do the bearing. Just quicker. All right, try that again. And boom. Good stuff. Wrong button. That one. Want to close my doors. All right, so now I got to hook the taters back in. So there. Goes to each of the guns. Is there even any potatoes? Yeah, there is. Okay. Put a little bit more in there. Actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and fill that up. Yeah, I derped. It's all right. I was focused on the wrong thing. That actually works pretty slick, though. I forget. Can you paint the spud guns? I don't think you can paint anything I want. Yeah. Well, it gets rid of a little of the yellow back there. That's the piston. Can I get it? Got that one. Aha! And yes, I know I didn't paint my bearings. They're being grumpy. Actually, I didn't really paint anything under there. We'll talk about that later. I just realized that I didn't paint anything under there. I didn't know. All right. There. Put the guns away. Go pick on a bot. Can paint bearings only in the current game session. Or, I'm waiting. There we go. There's our 4. Or I could just not use a sensor and just try to remember not to shoot my hood off. Wait, I never reconnected the guns. Let's get out of harm's way here for a second. Use your paint bucket. Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that. That's probably the way I'm going to go with that. Yeah. Need to hook the guns. Was it and or NAND? It was and, wasn't it? Well, and I think is the way I had them hooked up. Let's see if that actually works. Kind of curious. I think you had me hook them to NAND. Yep, you had me hook them to NAND. So I just wanted to see if I still got the same result. There. There. Fires one shot when I start. Oh, I've got that timer on too, yeah. Oh my gosh. Mess got even messier. I know. It's awful. All right, let's put her down to waste my potato amount of ticks. And see what happens. There we go. That works. We're all set. Connect to the NAND. Guns are on as long as you don't press left click. That is wrong. But if I press them, they work. When I pressed them on the other one, it didn't work. I don't know, man. When I'm not touching the thing, we don't fire. When I do touch, it does fire. You know what you said? If it works, it works. This is working. I'm not screwing with it. That's doing exactly what it's supposed to. Even if it's wrong, it's working wrong. It's working correctly. All right. Let's see. I'm just happy to not be screwing with that thing again right this minute. Right or wrong, it's working correctly. Is there? Ah, there's one. Okay, how hard is this going to be? Yeah, they actually get hit pretty easy. They are way too low. And my aim is way too bad. In aiming reticle. And then we can go what? What is it? This one. Then we do a first-person view. We need a crosshair. You're just too fast with doing logic, slow and thorough before you actually click something. No, quick. Quick and click. If it fires, attach the wires. We'll come up with a rhyme for this. We can do it. Hey, this actually isn't half bad. First-person view. I don't think I've done a whole lot of first-person view on this game so far. This isn't terrible. Crush the bot. To prevent frustration? Oh, but I'm so easily frustrated. You underestimate how easily I'm frustrated with stuff like that. Uh-oh. I think we're too short or too tall. Wait. We're too short for one. Shoot over his head a little bit, but we hit him in his big ass. We hit him in his Kardashian. Uh-oh. He knocked me out of the car. They always knock me out of that car. Or out of any car. Yeah, I'll re-switch that over and we'll see. Let's see here. Since we're stopped now again. All right, spun gun. Okay, I think we've just might have been a bad place to try. Let's go down the hill a little bit. Okay, there. Give that another shot. Yeah, that does explain that it's firing when I set the truck down. My tank does the same thing. All right, so I'm going to have to go through here so I can reach from up here. And you back. Your AND gate. Said your AND gate. Thank you. There's AND. Hey, I didn't say it was right. I agreed with you that it's wrong. But we also said there's multiple ways to do it that make it work. So I'm just going with that. All right, let's see. And now it's working. Why didn't it do that when I did it last time? I did it right last time. I went to the AND gate. Or I missed it. That's possible. Either way, that's weird. Because that should have mean, you know what that really says, though? Remember when I said I tried all those combinations? That means I should have hit one by accident at least once. Just once. Because I could have went to either gate. And like I said, I redid the three of those. I must have got it wrong somehow. Every damn time. That's just sad. Alright. Need more power. Now it won't shoot when placing the lift. Well, now I have to go back and try it on the other one. Because it does annoy me that it fires a shot every time I take it in and out of stasis on the garage. The parking spot. All right. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be so frustrated. I hated this one. It's just too cramped. And then that one, actually, even though it has so much more room, still too cramped. Hold on. I got a doofus who wants to come play with my truck. You're not doing that right now. Slow now? I don't know what you're talking about. I always very super slow and careful. That one. That one. That one. That one. I was slow, right? Only one works. One didn't connect. This one. There we go. Okay, so that works. Yeah, I know. It wasn't slow at all. My bad. Not really. Let's release it. It doesn't fire. That means technically the other one should fire right away, too. Why doesn't that one fire? Because this one's done to the AND gate also. Hey, I was born to cause people trouble and be difficult, all right? If I didn't do it that way, I wouldn't be living up to my purpose in life. All right, let's see here. So, yeah, let's see. It doesn't fire because you don't put your base on a lift. Oh, yeah, true. But I kind of want to change it because since this one's out, oops. Well, actually, that's fine. Fired now when I did that because that is my NAND gate, is it not? It is. But why did that one fire for no apparent reason? I didn't break the game. You. That one fired. Wait. Did I get the middle one? No. Okay. That one didn't fire. Must not have got that one. Or did I? Oh, I just disconnected. I didn't reconnect it. Hold on. Feel like I'm screwing something up there. Why are you connecting? Wait. Oh, shit. Because reasons. I thought I had it backwards, so I was. Yeah. Hey, leave me alone. I said it's been a rough week, okay? My brain is a little chunky. It's had a bad week. All right, it's back. It always does stuff weirdly. No, it's like I said, it's literally been a really bad week. Body wise, brain wise, has been just hammered by some kind of bullshit, fog and dizzy and all kinds of fun crap. Couldn't hardly even walk on a couple of the days. It was not fun. It's not an excuse. That's legit. Really, just no fun. Sorry. I know that's not as amusing as the stream, so we'll just shut up about it. I'm still recovering a little bit. So yeah. Okay. Here's the deal. Every time you derp, you have to kill a walk. Oh, make it sound like that's a punishment. Ah, confetti. That's not a punishment. I'll kill him without making a derper. I'll just screw up more frequently for fun. I still haven't fixed the braces on here. They don't seem to help, so there's really no point to keeping them. Matter of fact, I think it actually makes that wheel worse. Not sure what. Oh, because I still have that connector between the two. I got to get rid of that right now. That definitely causing problems. Yeah. That way I can get in here and get rid of that. Leave that for now. the rest of it go? Why are you all extended? I guess I put it away with the extension out. He was all excited about something. Pervert. All right. Got it. Monster. Maybe this makes it worse in your eyes, but I grew up on a cattle farm. That was just part of the job. We didn't usually run them over with the tractor, though, to be fair. Just saying, just to be clear, that was not something that was done. If that ever happened, that would have been a very, very expensive accident. Somebody would have been pissed, namely my dad. Okay. I do love this thing, though. I hated it to start with. It didn't work right with the swather blade, which is what I wanted on the front. But I converted it into this. I ended up just love this thing. It's just a great mining machine, even if it doesn't travel well. How to make hamburger patties all in one big motion. Yeah. Tractor versus walk. Who would win? How many walks versus the tractor? Because I think it would take probably a couple 100,000 to beat a tractor. And if it was versus that tractor, we'll call that a tractor for now. I don't think there's enough walks in the world. Because that thing would just chew them. A walk equals 1 ton. All right, let's see here. Let me put some crap away. I think I need. Why do I have an extra control? Oh, did I take 2? Oh, no, I know. Oh, that's their weight in game? Yeah, it's okay. Makes sense. Cows weigh the last one we had weighed back when I was a kid, the only number that sticks in my head was about 1,400 pounds. So, yeah, that ain't nothing. Oh, wait. Let me have those back. Actually, I think the way the pistons come out is good to have them that slow. That way they don't beat them to the punch, huh? Double check here. Let me pop the hood. See how these actually are functioning. Actually, they still punch the bearing there, don't they? Don't I have that on full speed? Did you have a silo? A grain silo? Yeah. We had grain bins, not really silos, but yeah. There's no way to. The silub? I don't know what that is. Hey, welcome back, Nexus. SLLUB. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Oh, Jesus. No. No, we had no slub. God damn it. Hey, there's the 2 problem thing going right now. See, I'm working on this problem. I couldn't solve that one. So is there a way, without putting a separate controller in, to have those pistons come out slower? Or does this just overrides all that, doesn't it? Because I don't even have those. Yeah, it's just overridden. That's as slow as those can go, isn't it? That's kind of unfortunate. I really don't want to put in a whole separate controller for that and then hook them together. Space is a premium here, damn it. I mean, to be fair, when I was out driving around, you couldn't really notice. Not slower, but you can make them go out just a tick later. By not set the. Oh wait. Set the distance on the. Did I still have them on the first? I didn't even notice. Wait. I not set the distance in the first step of the controller? All right, look, Nexus. Take care. What happens here? From left to right. Yeah. So put these back too. Would that give it more time? And do this one? Is that what you're saying? The first two sliders must be okay. So yeah, I was right. I was on the right path. Gotcha, gotcha. You know, it's funny. I did it on that door by accident. You notice? I mean, if you remember how that door timed out, that was completely an accident. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Yeah. That's what I was hoping for. Would have liked a little more grill in there, but I also like the low profile of the body, so we're not screwing with that. All right. But yeah, I don't know how. I gotta actually let me actually go look at my timing because this is it does the drapes, it opens the bar before it swings the door, so I don't know. When you make the rotation to 180, they spin actually twice as fast. Really? Like the car with the headlights that fold into yeah, the up and down foldable or flip up headlights. That car I talked about, it has those. That's kind of neat. Actually, wouldn't mind if that was delayed a little further, but that's on its own thing here, isn't it? Yeah, that goes straight to the gate. But yeah, somehow I got lucky and all of this timed itself out perfectly. I had nothing to do with it other than accidentally connecting it correctly, but just an XR so we can use both switches. Yeah, I think I just happened to put this one in the right spot. I guess. I don't know. I'll take it though. That was the happiest 5 seconds of my life in the game when I hit the button and it worked right on the first try, and I didn't have to do anything else with it. Oh, that was a thrilling couple seconds. Did I take that switch? I used to have the switch for the door under the fender. I was making sure I got rid of it. All right. All right, all right. Let's see. We can close up our doors. It's a sequence order in the controller. Now I remember the name. Yeah, hell, you're not getting me on the slub again either. I got that one now. I understand it. But wait a minute. Technically, I did another doofus move. So, and if I didn't, we're gonna pretend I did because there's a cow. More confetti. Killing a walk isn't really killing a walk. It's a celebration. Now, if I could just make this thing float, you think there's enough of bubble blocks in the world to make this thing float? All right. Let's see. Then we hit 4. Pop out nicely. Just use the ball wheel. Do you think the ball wheel would make this one float? I don't know. The 5. Well, yeah, that's the ones I've been using. Uh-oh. I don't think the ball's wheels would work on this. Very good. Well, yeah, but they do have limitations. I have found the limitations. They will sink. Um. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Trying to make sure there's nothing I'm going to screw up too badly on there. Okay, should be fine. Okay. Actually, let me see. I might have extras. Ballast tanks. True, ballast tanks. I forgot the mod has those. Yep, yep, yep. Let's see. Nope. No balls. We got no balls. You heard it here first. Apparently, we got no balls. All right, let's see. Ball wheels. Oh no, those are under interactive, aren't they? Yep. There we go. Oh, those are the 7s. Do you want me to use the 5s? Do you think the 5s would work? Okay. We'll give that a shot. You can try the light clean blocks, or worst case, bubble. Yeah, bubble blocks. Now, there's no light clean blocks in vanilla, right? It's just the bubble blocks kind of deal for that situation. Oh, I did have blocks. I just had them in the wrong spot. My balls were in the wrong place. Yeah, I should just stick them to the outside of these wheels. Then I don't have to undo anything really later except take these off. Yeah, that works. There we go. Not sure about the light clean block stats. Gotcha. Well, that's going to look interesting. All right. it looks like that tire's about to pop. Got a big bulge in the side. Something's not right with it. I don't think we're gonna float. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. If the or do they have more buoyancy based on their size, like the 7x7? See, I don't really quite count that as floating necessarily. I guess it is. Bigger does equal better. I don't know. I mean, I guess it is. It's just a little more underwater than I was thinking. It would be. Not sinking, yeah, true. Not steering for shit either. What's going on? My truck was running on its own. I wasn't doing anything. I hit forward and it just kept running forward. Like, huh, interesting. I don't remember the, my little normal runabout car doing that. Oh god, this thing doesn't like being in water. Look at this. What's going on? They have no friction in water? Yeah, I know, but I'm turning right now as hard as I can. I'm going left, even though the tires should be going right. Something is not acting right. That is odd. Okay, now we're able to turn a little bit. But every time I let go, I turn hard right. I've noticed that can be a problem if you've like flipped a vehicle, put it up on a lift. Sometimes the water wheels don't participate anymore. Oh my god, this is terrible. Can I save it? Oh, stop! There. Let me get out of the water. But yeah, I noticed it with my other one that's, made to be the water car. The little quick runabout, the zero effort design car. This one. More of a workhorse than anything. If I've had to put it up on a lift, I've actually gone into the water and it won't move at all. It doesn't even try. Won't even spin the tires. It's kind of weird. Or it will, but it won't move. It won't tread water. I just wanted to try this quick to see if it was having the same issue, in which case that was just a pain. Oh, it's doing all right. And it'll also really pull hard to one side. It all depends on what it wants to do. But it's only after you flip the car from being in the water. Yeah, let's see if I can recreate it just for the hell of it. Let's see about flipping it. Okay. So there, now... Oh no, we've turned over. We can't do anything. Oh my. I think it's because the wheels on the car were placed on other wheels. That's possible. I was considering that too. Because these aren't. But this is a separate problem. And let's see if this one actually works. If I can recreate it on stream for some reason. Now see, now I'm not turning and I'm doing donuts. And flipping over. No! And yeah. That's happens either that or, like I say, the one where I can't move at all. That one's really odd. Or the one where I set it on my own head and I can't move. Yeah, I've even got a suspension glitch on here, so when it turns, without being told... Oh, there. See? I can't move. I can just suspension glitch turn. But that's it. And not suspension glitch, I got the gyro, sorry. Any idea why that happens? Like they lose their ability to paddle if you flip over in the water and have to put it on a lift. Or it'll do that weird turn. Isn't that odd? I didn't know if you'd ever seen it before, so I thought I would just let you know. I have no idea. But now, I can no longer use these in the game until I restart the game. Maybe the script crash? Yeah, that would be my guess. It's got to be something like that. I mean, I didn't think script, but I figured it was something not just quits functioning for good. But it'll drive fine. I'd like to have my crash log now. I'd have to know where to find it. I've only actually, even with all the years of streaming, I've only actually dealt with a crash log once or twice, and that was a long time ago. Most of the time, I don't really have a whole lot of issues with things where the crash log helped. Though I still remember where the crash log, the last time I looked at one, was when we had a server for Gaia, the mod Gaia, on Crystal Isles that tormented Henrik and me and a couple of other people for a week before we had to give up because we finally found out it wasn't just us. Other people couldn't make it work either. There was something that conflicted between that map and that mod. It's in the main game folder in a folder called logs, but don't bother with it. You'll do some testing. It's pretty easy to recreate. I tell you what, if you give it a shot for 5 minutes with the same kind of setup and can't recreate it, I will go digging for you. You just yell at me and I will get that for you. But like you saw how easy it was to do. I don't think there's anything fancy to what I'm doing. That's a pretty basic car. But yeah, let's see here. We'll try this one. Oh wait. Did that break this one too though? Because that'd be the script for the whole game, right? Not just the one car. Gotta turn our lights on. So this one shouldn't work, right? If the script crashed, so I can help do some more testing. All right. Water. And... Ah! Still acts weird, but it does work. I doubt that's my regular tires moving me. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. I had a big cough. Had to mute so I didn't deafen anybody. Oh, okay, so it should work. Okay. Never mind. Alright. Well, let's see here. Get these off my bar. That. And let's see if this fixes a weird driving situation. Whoops, popped out of the seat. There we go. Actually, let's try to drive it normal first and see how those act compared to the other tires. It definitely, as much as I like these tires, it definitely looks better with these off-road tires than the balls. But the utility of having these is so nice. Now it's still getting a little weird. Definitely doesn't work as well as that other car does. I'm going diagonally. It does not like straight. Oh wait, I think we're arcing left a bit now. I'm only holding W, that's all I'm doing. I'm just seeing where we end up. And I'm just keeping the car kind of looking at it. Maybe some bearing pistons on your car are glitched? Okay. I know the bearing and suspension glitches are a thing. Pistons, I mean, no, bearing and suspension. There's piston glitches too. I don't know how to do any of them on purpose. I'm not saying I couldn't do them by accident, but I think my setup's pretty simple. Oh my God, we're going straight sideways damn near. I do hear weird rattly noises, so maybe something is bugging out. All right, so let's see. My suspension is very basic. It's literally the same on all. This one's just got a steering bearing. This one doesn't. But otherwise, they're just a suspension bearing. Well, sorry, a pipe piece bearing, pipe bearing for the steering one. That's the most complicated one of the two styles. That's the only suspensions I have on the car. I didn't feel like trying to do wishbone and stuff again on this one, or independent again. Trying to keep it a little simpler this time because, for one, honestly, I didn't think I was going to build something I was really going to like. I just wanted to practice building a little bit. Then it turned out I liked my truck, so now it's awesome. It's always nice when you can enjoy your own creations. Looks totally fine. I figured it would be because, like I said, I knew that was pretty basic. I know, who was it? Scrapman. I watched Scrapman, like his multiplayer Mondays. I actually quite like those. Those look like a lot of fun. It reminds me of stuff we used to do on here, with like Human Fall Flat, Golf with Friends, stuff like that. Bunch of different games like that. Yeah, those were interesting times. You ever want to watch those? They're on the YouTube channel called Filthy Fridays. There's a lot of swearing and dirtiness. um, but yeah, I remember them getting an accidental suspension glitch. I don't remember why, because I do keep. Scrapman is how you learned about this game? Oh, really? Yeah, seems like a cool guy. Um, oh, they got a nice group. It seems. What's the other one? Khan and Mumbo. Yeah, are the only other two I really see. He plays with a lot. A couple other get swapped in and out, it seems, but just started watching some of those recently. I keep it on for background stuff, and sometimes I even learn a thing when I do get a chance to look at it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was because there's a block too close is usually how that glitch happens, right? So the suspension or whatnot gets kind of merged to the block. I think is something about it. I really, like I said, this is just kind of my guesstimate. I don't know. Oh, that wasn't painted. Bad. By the way, this is supposed to be gray under there. That's the carpet for the inside of the car. Got to have a different color interior. I think I want a black dash, though. I want to see, is that going to screw anything up? Or a gray dash, sorry. Match it. Do one side, see how that goes. I think I got that one. See if that shows up a little too much through the glass. Actually, no, that looks pretty much how you'd want it to look. That works. Details. Details. Ah, I painted the seat. Wrong detail. I am not unhooking that damn seat, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. I have to come in through the glass to get that, huh? Oh, it's a shadow thing. I'm like, did I break something? All right. So, there. There we go. Put that back. Yeah, I like that. That's better because, you don't want the same color car or dash as you do your outside paint. That's just wrong. Thought about painting the engine like red or whatnot, but too much focus in one spot at that point. I thought I could narrow the cab a little further and still get in and out of here comfortably. I would like to round that corner too. A little thicker than I would like right there. That's what she said. Anyway, there we go. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just being grumpy. The game does seem to have a personality sometimes, and sometimes it's pissed off. Sometimes it's depressed. Sometimes it's determined to make you depressed or pissed off. I don't know. All right, we are not really doing anything with this car. We're just cruising it around, so let's stop that. What do I wish to do? Oh, I was going to start building some stuff. That's right. We got so sidetracked on fixing all my bad wiring that I kind of forgot anything of what I'd planned to do today. Got completely off subject of where I was heading to start with. Okay, let me park you back. No, don't hit it. I forgot spacebar in this game is not brakes. I'm so used to spacebar being brakes, and I just totally beat the hell out of this poor little bastard. Okay, back up. No, you're not allowed to tip over. I don't know if I even have a warehouse to ever put this into, so I just have it saved, so I figure next time I start a new world, once I get to this level where I can build this guy, or I don't know, I've thought about doing a creative world, by the way, just for fun and building silly things. But he'll have to come in and we'll have to do something with a warehouse and actually see if it functions. I know it's going to try to tip a lot. It usually only tries to tip backwards, so maybe I think I might have, actually here, let me undo this again. Yeah, I was going to say, I think I have room right here. I could put a piston and have this whole rear end here extend as a anti-tip over block. Got to build a giant moving house. Kinda, yeah. And 2 long legs. On 2 long legs. No. No. Naked legs with hairs. Winter's over. They should be shaving those. Got to take off the fur coat in the summer. All right, I need to put some storage stuff away here. Got to make it look like howling movie. No. I think we're going to be using a bunch of naked clean blocks though, or light clean blocks. Sorry, got me thinking naked legs now. Gotta love some legs, man. All right, so do we have any of those already? 92. Oops. Let me go ahead and grab some. I want to look at, I need to know their stats. Weight is excellent, obviously. Durability kind of sucks a biggin, but friction's low. Buoyancy, wow, buoyancy really high. Okay, not flammable. Um, the weight is going to be very important. I don't know that a lack of texture is better or worse. I think texture actually could help add character, so not sure. Let's take a look at other blocks that we have available and see what possibilities lie. That is definitely not going to do it, but it'd be fun to make some targets out of them. Weight's a little higher, durability's worse. Okay, weight's getting out of control, so those are all off limits. I'm thinking texture-wise, it'd be nice to have something to break that up a bit. Can make the outside row of blocks in other type, but the middle is... but the inside and light and clean. I gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Worn metal. Man, durability is not great on that either. That's just a plastic block. Okay. That's a heavy-ass chunk of plastic. Look at that. It's 4 weight on a chunk of plastic? There's a clean block. Oh. That's got a lot more durability. More friction, too, but I don't think friction's really the main problem. Bubble plastic, we're not even talking about. Carpet, nope. Durability, nope. Let's see. I actually kind of like this one, the rusted metal one, but that durability, I can't live with that. Cracked concrete. I've never really gone through and looked at a bunch of these, so I'm gonna take a minute. Aluminum block. That's kind of neat looking. Actually, that's really neat looking, but man, that's heavy. So heavy. Why is that so heavy? Was that 6? Then the metal block over here is 5. How come the metal block is lighter than the aluminum block? And why is it? Why is aluminum and metal considered two different things? Because aluminum is metal, and aluminum. So if you have to contrast that, the other metal block must be iron, right? And iron's a lot heavier than aluminum. That seems kind of an odd choice. Challenge block. What are challenge blocks? Other than that one's kind of really awesome looking. I like that one a lot. All right. Okay. Heavy. Oh. Gosh, holy shit. That doesn't weigh anything. Isn't very strong. No friction. No buoyancy. It's not a lot of anything. Nice. Okay. So yeah, let's, you know what, for now, we need plastic blocks. We'll make some of those to get us started. I'm going to make a bunch of clean light blocks. We can always change stuff. We won't. Just an easy thing to say to get you moving. I won't change it, but if I believe that I might, I can convince myself just enough that I might change it, then it's fine. All right, so let's get some of these going. We're going to need a lot. And I want to at least get a little bit of a floor plan, I think, and either a floor plan or an outline. Either one will be a good starting point, I think. I just kind of want to, I think, not floor plan, but a single floor with a plan. Not an entire floor plan for the entire build, trust me. That's going to take a while. But then, and work from there. I'm thinking an outline might be best. There is no mirror mode on this game, right? I think there's a mirror mode mod, so therefore there probably isn't mirror mode in vanilla. Let's see here. Actually, have those making that. Not in vanilla. What about, what about in this mod, though? Do you have that in your mod? Nope. Okay. That's going to be a little extra challenging. Last time I built something the size of what I'm talking about, I had mirror mode. Multiple angle mirror mode at that. It's all right. Just means a little more counting. All right, so we're gonna need. Oh, yeah, this one's okay. So we're good on those for a minute. We need a lot of those. Where am I going to build it? So, just before I get too involved and screw stuff up, it's bearings and moving parts that mainly screw up the cause more lag, right? So I'm already down to 26 FPS at my lowest at the moment. I'm guessing I'm not far from causing a massive failure. Hold on, let me park that. That gave me like 7 or 8 FPS back. Probably leaving all this junk around doesn't help, even though I did it on purpose and I want it to be there because it looks better. It's supposed to be like a junkyard, damn it. Also, big, large creation does F the performance just by existing. Well, when I put it in the garage, does that help? Like, I figured big ugly seems to cost me about 10 FPS every time I bring him out to play. 10 to 15. So, yeah, I'm guessing the answer is yes, because I seem to get some of it back. Yeah. Yeah. Anything parked at 0 lag, good. I should actually get another parking spot for this guy. Oh, actually, hold on. We need to rename this one. Runabout. Ah! A boot. I'm not Canadian. Runabout. There we go. Get that one saved with the changes because I don't want to fix that shit again. All right, let's see. Do I have any more parking spots? Does not look like it. All right, let me come in and visit you here for a second. Interactive. Parking spots down at the bottom. Right there. Okay. Info box on the car. I guess I could. I've never really thought about it. I don't really lose them. I usually, if I have the car, my bag, if I've ever gotten close to losing it, it will be there, right next to it, marking it for me because that means I died. How big was the info box anyway? Is it just one? We'll see if we can find a spot for it. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's just a single. Okay. Let me get a parking spot for it first. I think right now, throw them right out here out front. See how he does. Okay, this one parked nice. Every once in a while, they'll stand straight up out of the ground. And all right, so let's see. We're hanging out around 40 FPS now, so that was nice. Okay. Let's see. Where is that? Right there. Okay. Where can I hide this? Well, I mean, I could put it in the floor, I suppose, or any number of places. I got stuck on my own little narrow bumper there. Here, we'll put it right. I didn't mean to do that. Do that. That. Not black. Supposed to be blue. And E. Runabout. Let's make it red, easier to see. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. Always named, although not necessarily. Can I turn that on and off through the L menu? Don't think so. That's a future farm location. That would be nice. Not through that menu. There is another menu. Hook a switch to it. Well, I'm thinking, if I hook a switch to it, then if I die and it's not on, I'm not going to be able to see it, though. Right? Or if I hook, well, I guess we could do like we did with the airplane, hook a switch to the seat. So if I wasn't in the seat, then the name would show, but otherwise, seat, WSAD, seat mode, NAND, info box, yeah. I'm just thinking we've got so much, the words everywhere, they kind of get a little distracting. It's part of the reason I don't like going to my room over here. I end up turning off my HUD because all the numbers and whatnot, it kind of detracts. All this crap does, but so like this is nice. Kind of wish I could do that, but still keep my hotbar. Because I like this. I hate this. And see all the stuffs. Doesn't bother me at first, but it starts to wear on me over time. So yeah, like that would be great. But that, I'm going to see that all the time. Just like those damn cows. That's why I don't want any more cows. Solution for my problem? Okay. What is it? Suck it up. Put things in boxes. I like them on display. Have my cake and eat it too. There is, if you remember correct, custom crate. In your mod? Or in another mod? Let's take a peek here. All your items in them, they will still be seeable. Okay. Well, yeah, there's custom crate. Wait, it's down here, isn't it? I think it's this one. Yeah. Well, that's crate container. Walk crate. Hay crate. Tree crate. Stone crate. Wooden crate. Stacked crate. Yeah, it is this one. Okay. Okay. We got one. There, and there. Great. I don't know what the hell I did, but I got kicked out. Go. No. Okay, something's getting weird because I just used my scroll wheel, and next thing I know, the color wheel came up. I didn't hit Q. Right before that, it kicked me out when I was typing in into the search bar. That's something's going weird. I got some weird inputs going on. My computer's acting up. All right, so just for the sake of it, let's throw some stuff in here. Okay, so stuff like, you can have it like that. Shift plus mouse wheel, shift plus mouse wheel equals Q. Q is color match. Oh, no, I understand. Huh. I might have done it. That's very possible. That's kind of neat. How far can you take it, though? All the things. Oh, I can't put that in there. Wait. All the things. All of them. Have any more things? I don't really have any more things. So it just fills the bottom up. Kind of neat, though. I like it. Definitely see this as a good wait, what? No. It goes up. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just realized there's a lot more storage. I think I need to use more of these crates, though. You shouldn't have shown me this. All slots are representative item in the crate. Yeah, I don't think you should have shown me this. This could be bad. Looks nice if you put all your seeds of one type in them. So here's the one thing. So you type at your OCD, and this is not OCD, but your OCD should appreciate it. There's 400 seeds on each level. Each row is 100 seeds. So there's 800 seeds in storage. It's so damn tidy. Each one of them, I know exactly what I got, where it is. I know if a bag is missing. Everything's happy days. Up here, a little different, because, the potatoes have 50 per, so it's 250 per row, 500 per duel. So this is 2,000 potatoes. This is way better for the performance than having all items like I have them now. I'm sure, but doesn't it look good? It did good. Actually, no, this is mostly Kitten's work. I just helped advise on how big they should be and how we do them. But we built them. Now put such crate each spots where your seeds are. Throw them in the crates and still see them. We'll see. I'll let Kitten decide because, like I say, this is kind of her part of the project here, and definitely could do it with all that, though. We've got way more fertilizer than we can ever use. Oh, Nikes. Hold on. But, can't see it. Got to turn this back on so I can figure out where my crosshair should be. All right. Are we out of plastic yet? So we got 3,000 plastic blocks and almost 1,000 light cleans. You have around 12,000 fertilizer in your base? Here. We got 2,900 in here. I don't know what we have over there, but there's a fair amount, as you could see. And I'm actually surprised there's only 2,900 in there. I must have actually cleaned it out at some point. I threw a bunch away accidentally. Well, I didn't throw it away. I accidentally got rid of it. I don't remember how. I just know that I lost a bunch. And then I've got, looks like about almost a third of this full. Nope, not enough for. Always need more. Well, that's just it. This should all be turned into fertilizer too. All these seeds. I'm just haven't gotten to it yet. Haven't gotten to it yet. So, I have an idea. You tell me if it's possible or not, Fant. For the names on these. Is there a remote control in this game? There has to be, kind of like your pump jack, where you could pull it out, hit a button, and it would activate the name. So it'd only be like Ark has something like that. They call it a transponder. You pull it out when you lose your bird or your dino, whatever you shove the transponder up its butt. You can control only stuff that is in render distance. Aha. Wait. Really? So how does your pump jack work with any fluid? I thought you could put those wherever they were needed and pump back to a singular place that was out of render. I thought I asked Linus that. Maybe he misunderstood my question. So that could be a thing. I think for now, undo that. Okay, just for now. I have it available, so it's there. Because when something isn't in render distance, it is not, in fact, not there. Yeah. No, I totally understand that. Same as every game. Gotcha. Your pump jacks work with a brain fuck? So better not to ask is what you're saying, because I won't understand it anyway. Gotcha. Oh, hell. I forgot about this thing. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. We got other projects. I need a couple thousand of these, though. They're blocks clear. I need a few thousand of these to start, I feel. Yeah, I think I'll put a post in the ground, build off of that. That way I can break it free of the post later on. You'll understand it, but it's also a lot to write for you. Oh, no, I understand. Totally get it. That part I do get. Not needed to do. Just works. Exactly. Always thought about playing this game. Looks fun. Well, what stopped you, Charlie? I just started playing it myself. I've only been playing it a few months. Kitten and I both started playing it. Had a great time with it. And, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I would suggest Fant's mod, the person speaking above you there. It adds a lot more building pieces and stuff. Actually, I take that back. I would start with vanilla, but if you feel yourself not having enough things available, I would switch to Fant's mod and just create a new world. That's what I did. I didn't know Fant at the time, so I'm not kissing his ass for no reason. I just saw a bunch more building parts and things to do and more machines. I love having more workbenches, basically. So I went and downloaded that, put that in, and it's good. Who is that Fant guy? I don't know. He's kind of a dick, though. That's what I've been told. Yeah. That's right. That Power Mad guy is just as big of an asshole, from my understanding, too. I mean, people tell me that all the time. All right, well, we got about 1,282. But yeah, Charlie, how come you haven't... what stopped you from playing it? Mocks me every morning in the bathroom. What a jerk. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. But yeah, if you got any questions, Charlie, I'm sure somebody else can answer them. I'll try, but like I said, I'm fairly new to the game myself. I've just really enjoyed it. I like building and survival games to start with. No game that I've ever played that is good as sort of, lacks criticisms. There's always things that could be better. Um, Normally, I won't even criticize a game and continue to play it if I don't actually like the game. So, for anybody who misunderstands when I talk about things that are missing from this game or whatever game I happen to be playing, it's not me saying that I hate it and nobody should ever use it. It's literally me just saying things that would improve a game, in my opinion. But yeah, just too many games already and no one to play it with. Oh, yeah. Without the server type support for this game, I get that. Like a lot of games, I would just tell you to hit the workshop or hit the community thing in like Steam and look for an open server usually. But in this case, that's not going to work. Do you know? Does anybody know why they don't have servers for this? Is it simply the lag issues and stuff like that? Would it be overwhelming too quickly? I know there would be problems with resources running out because you'd have to have resets like every week or month because the trees and the rocks don't respawn. But that seems like it's a workaround waiting to happen. Like in Ark, I mean, we can respawn damn near anything given, the need. Even all the dinos, we can make those respawn anywhere in the world. But yeah. It says, too much data transmission on building games like that. On this one, I could probably see it. The blocks are smaller, so there's more pieces that go into building a wall. But I mean, man, if you saw some of the builds that we had in Empyrean, the spaceships, holy crap, they're huge. I don't think I have any of my really big ones. Well, no, I have one of them, but it was never finished. God, what is it even called? It was even had something like huge in the name because it was some super massive carrier. It carried all my other ships, and those all work. I think it might just be a this game limitation more than a building limitation. I play a lot of building games, and they got servers for all of them. This is the only one I can think of that I don't have the ability to make server for. Which is kind of a shame. Although, let me see, was it Space Engineers? That one has a problem. Servers cost money, peer-to-peer is free for the devs. The devs don't have to put up servers, though. How's it going, Ambiance? You've been in before, haven't you? I swear I recognize that name. Just been a while. But, like, Ark and stuff like that, I've never played a dev's server that I can think of. So, I always either made my own or rented one. Or somebody else rented one, yeah. You'd imagine this game just doesn't have enough of the demand to make it worth... I don't know about that. I honestly don't know. I think it does. I think it's more like Fant was talking about. It's more of a limitation because I do know this game has a major issue. It seems like it's gotten better of lag in multiplayer and connections in multiplayer. So maybe it's something like that. That's something with... Because isn't this built on a completely different kind of engine too, Fant? I have a vague memory of this being built on a pure physics engine back when it was first announced. I think that was this game I was thinking of. And I didn't even realize that until like a week or so ago. And it popped back into my head that I think I remember hearing about it and getting excited and then never buying it for years for some reason. But yeah. Yeah, they made their own engine. And that's where I think the limitation's coming in more than anything. I think it's an engine optimization issue that they're working on. In December, they put out the smart physics thing, and I can only go by watching people who streamed it before that and see their complaints of multiplayer and stuff, and then look at when Kitten and I play the game together, and we have none of that, to think that that seems to have made a very big difference. I don't know how much it solved overall, but it's made our game of multiplayer pretty much seamless. So it seems like they are making fairly decent advances. Sorry, we're just making a bunch of blocks right now. I need a bunch of blocks. We're going to start a new build. We won't get very far on it, but we're going to try to get an idea of an outline, an idea of a concept of an idea of a thing. I want to make a mobile base that flies. This is going to suck. I am going to have nervous breakdown on stream trying to build this because I am not that good with this stuff yet. But I will trial by fire. And we'll see if we can figure it out. I figure I need to make it big enough to where I can shove as many damn chemical balloons in the damn thing to balance it out as needed. And some gyros. Definitely going to need some gyros. But yeah. All right, let's grab some of these. Let it go. We'll start with 1,000, but yeah. All right. So I'm guessing I should probably. I don't really want to build there because if I do need to farm, I don't want that getting smacked around. See. I think we're going to start on the high end and work it that way. So this would be the high ground over here. This off my bar. Okay. Doesn't really matter how high. We're just doing a wire frame here kind of thing for the outside. So first, come on, work with me. What is full extension on that? Is that like 12 or what? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So that's nice to know. So that's 32. I think if this is going to be our nose, and I'm thinking midship, so we'll have to mirror top and bottom. But so this will be, that would be the narrowest part of the front of the ship. I think we want to add another 5 to each. I think. Not that. 3, 4, 5. Try that. Take a peek. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And then we're going to stair step out. 1, 2. I don't know. We'll have to count it afterwards because I'm failing. How far out do I want to go? I want to pay attention more to the visual of it than actual count. So. And I may round this off more later. Right now, like I say, this is just going to be the start of a basic wire frame of central hull. And yeah, I do want to round that for sure. Definitely. What's this? Scrap Mechanic runs on the Ogre engine. And Axolot didn't make the Ogre engine. They modified it. But it's not a self-made green game engine. Yeah, okay, that does make sense. And it's just the... But it started off as just a straight-up physics engine, didn't it? Is my memory on that correct? Am I remembering incorrectly completely? I think we can round this a bit. Got some triangle pieces of different... Oh, those new multiple triangle things, the custom triangle pieces, those are going to be awesome. It's actually a graphical render engine. Oh. Okay, so I did have that wrong. Maybe I was thinking of a different game that was supposed to be built on a pure physics engine. It was a long time ago. But yeah, so let's see. How many steps do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then we'll make that one 16 so that it's correct. That's why the game runs so shitty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, got distracted. I saw him coming over to visit. All right, we're going to have to start our count over because I've totally forgotten where we're at. But we can just draw a line, too. It's fine. Okay, there. Would you try to run Doom on Photoshop? You have a point. All right. So this is our benchmark for width, which, yeah, I think that's might even be a bit excessively wide, actually. But we'll see here. Get the floor in. Well, make sure we're even. Yeah, we're getting there, but not quite. All right, so that's correct. That is. Actually, you know what? I kind of like that straight-on wedge. I mean, a rounded would be nicer because it takes more skill to do. But that doesn't necessarily make it better. Kind of like that line right there. Maybe we make the next section kind of belly out a little bit. All right, let's work on deciding length of layer. 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to go full 3 here. Hold on. This will be the main body as far as like a garage area for some of the vehicles, if we have enough room for it. Oops. Sideways. I think we actually just hit the level we were at. Right now, I can't, the counting phase isn't now. Right now, it's the feeling phase. This is the artistic phase. Can't count during artistic phase. Artistic phase don't work that way. I'm not that good of an artist. I gotta just kind of go with it and see what happens. All right, let's see. Basic design starting there. You do want a nice big square there for like a garage. I hope you don't count it all. Oh, measurement tool? Shush! Yeah, we might do some tuck in here, but overall, I think that garage space is probably sufficient. As long as I don't get too carried away. Maybe I just don't bring everything with me. But, thinking, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. There, let's just do this. We'll go in 16. There. That's about what I'm thinking. And back about to there. Gonna change the dimensions of this afterwards. Right now, I'm just letting myself know I want to do a diagonal in here and kind of taper us back out. Well, now I want it to go fatter at the back. We give it a Kardashian. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Because I'm figuring, so like I say, this is garage. This can be controls. Can be. There'll probably be multiple places where we could do some kind of control. That's possible. I think it might be. I don't know. Actually, come to think of it, maybe not in this one. In Empyrean, I used to put pilot seats in a couple different places. You made some quick 5-minute instant mac and cheese, and it looks like the stuff you put between bricks, but just yellow and lumpier, probably. Yeah, not a big fan of the microwave macs. Yeah, I have not had great experience. And anyway, this side, I'm thinking is like the living area and whatnot. So Yeah, I think we want to taper this a bit. I might have gotten a little excessive over there. Maybe we might narrow that down a bit more later. They'll have multiple layers over here. Actually, you know what? We're going to give it the same width. Give or take, I think. And I'm going to bring this back over here. We're going to have all of this as solid floor at some point anyway, so all this is just going to be incorporated. Oops. Hit it again. Okay. There, and then we've got to do the same thing. I am my own mirror mode at this point. Fant doesn't have one. Let's see. You know, it tastes also like cardboard. Yeah. Yeah. I used to love it as a kid. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I guess somewhere along the lines, I grew taste buds. What a shame. Makes food more expensive. This week I was, I decided to try making some bread. So a nice heavy crust bread, that's got a crunch to it. Crusty bread. Oh my God, that came out good. That's so good. It didn't survive long. It did not survive long. It was so damn tasty, though. All right, and then we're going to go out this way. 5 more. Yeah. We'll start there. 5. See how that looks. You're German. I know bread in all forms. Then you know a good crusty bread. They're awesome. You swear they changed the Kraft recipe? It doesn't taste right? Yeah, no, I mean, I eat the cheap blue box. Love the cheapo blue box of Kraft mac and cheese or Kraft dinner if you're from Canada or whatever the hell you call it, wherever you're from. Because I know Kraft owns freaking mac and cheese everywhere. So, yeah, I don't know. But it definitely does not feel like the same thing. That's 5. Yeah, that's just double checking that. So this is where that starts. This is the house. I think we want to go back, give it another 5. Yeah, we'll give it one more 5. 5. You get the macaroni brand now. I know some people hate this stuff, but I grew up on Velveeta in general. Government cheese. We were poor. Let's just call it what it is. We were poor. So when I was living with my mom, we ate a lot of Velveeta. So that was our mac and cheese. So now Velveeta mac and cheese still tastes amazing to me. All right. There, that'll give us our symmetry on that plane. I can't see. Bring this out a bit. Getting there. There. Okay. But do you all agree? Cold pizza on the next morning after a drinking party is best. I don't drink anymore, but I love cold pizza. So, yes and no. Like I said, no real reason for it. I don't know. I don't drink anymore. I got bored with it. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of years I'll drink again. I don't know. It's not really one of those high priorities on my list anymore. Not that it was ever really a high priority, but you know what I mean. Getting older, man. Hangovers are a thing now. There. We should be symmetrical to those. See what happens. Will it touch the tips? Oh, shit. Is that the wrong one? No, that's the right one. Oh, that's not, is it? Something not right there. You don't drink too? You can count on one hand how many beers you drank in a year. Oh hell, the last time I drank beer, I can't even tell you what year it was. The last thing I drank was cheap wine. I'm a wino. Not really. All right, let's see. We'll start from there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just to annoy him because you have to use that measuring mod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How the hell? Does that mean this one was wrong? Something's wrong. All right. Let me go get up on top. Only certain dishes, a nice strong dark beer. Gentlemen. Steak and such. No. You're gonna do anything like that, you don't even go beer. You go get yourself something like a Guinness. That ought to get him going. All right. No, you don't really use. You can build one half, save it on the lift, spawn it with the lift again, and flip it over. Yeah, but it won't help. If I do that, I have to finish one side and not be able to visualize like the width very well and whatnot. Kind of need the whole thing to get that basic idea, Fant. You know what I mean? To really feel like, okay, this is how much room I want to work with, not half of it. For some reason, my brain will not be happy with that. I get what you're saying, though. Actually, you know, the last time I had a Guinness, it was in a black and tan, actually. Just close one eye, problem solved. Nice. All right, so let me see. Did I maybe start this one in the wrong spot? I mean, technically at this point I could do it. I'm kind of happy with where I'm at. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so that's 13. We'll see if that's the same number. God, it's hard to run on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. That looks like 13. So it started in the same place. Am I just imagining shit? Maybe this is right. And I'm just imagining shit. Okay, so that to there. That don't look like imagining shit. Nope. This one would have to go onto there. I somehow moved that into the wrong spot. I must have an extra. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14. Okay. That seems like that might be a problem. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll be damned. No, I would have swore that would have been it. I would have swore that would have been it. Huh. All right. Speaking of, did I even make it symmetrical? I did, right? All right, so I'm gonna see about where I want to cut this in. We're gonna do it like you said there. We'll cut it in half after this. I just want to get this. Try that. Damn it. Yeah, and then we'll pull this corner. Well, actually, we're going to fill. What's going on? All right, fine. Only go that way then. Piss off. Fill that. And we're probably going to round this into that. Yeah, I think that'll work. So basically, there. Easier from down here. Give me those back. There we go. I think that'll be our forward section. That'll be our... Well, technically, there's a forward, a mid. But it's not quite the rear yet. We got to have something back there for an engineering, right? All right, well, this is dead center. All right, so that ought to be fun, trying to make sure I don't miss on that. I think we're going to go ahead and take the guesswork out there as well. We don't end up with another miscount thing somewhere. Getting stuck on everything. Come on, go this way. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Oh. That one. There. That'll give me an even number in the center, though. I'll have to decide if I want an even or an odd width. I haven't really decided yet, so. 2. Well, I guess we made it to the back of the ship. Go ahead and bring this all the way to the tail for now. Oops, that's what I get for letting go of the button when I wasn't even looking at the screen. Okay. Currently, that'll be our tail. Make this so much easier in life. Delete. Okay. This one. Enough. Wrong one. Nope. Oh, that is the right one. What am I thinking? Oop. There. Left side. Not that it matters. Gives me a name for it. Okay. And off of there. Weld tool back. We can just block that's already there. That's fine. It'll be a little closer to the ground, a little easier to work with. Go. And if I have the stuff, right? That's how this works. I've never actually done it. So build it. Right? Build it. Do I have to sit and not move? Do I not have enough parts? 570. Do I have enough for that? Stops it from spinning. I don't think I have enough. Maybe that's why. Let's go see if we can get... Oh, shit. I just realized we've been making those parts this whole time. We probably have more than enough now. Uh-huh. Are they still working on it? They are. So that's probably fine. Are they out of range where they weren't making them? Oh, they've been making them. All right. I think we got enough plastic blocks, though. You're good. You're making the other. This one's making the other. Go back over here. Let them do light clean. Hold on a second. Another drink. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. See if I got another cough drop to grab. I don't know what's going on, considering I used to stream like 8, 10, 12 hours in a day. I think my record stream for myself was not like trying to go for one, but it was 16 hours. Now I can't get through 3 hours without needing a bunch of cough drops. Weird. Okay, that's plastic. We don't want those. We want the... Okay. I didn't accidentally take any others. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go see if we can bring that into existence now. Yeah, we want that to be even or odd. for the center point. I mean, actually, you know what? I'm really not that fussy on it. I can always work around it. I usually never focus on that as my first thing anyway for something large. So there we go. Okay, so it was just a lack of blocks. Good. Then we're going to want you. Want it there. There we go. That was a good call, Fant. Not that I'm sure that was news to you. It's just news to me. Didn't think about it. Whoops. All right, so we're going to fill this in. Want it even wide or odd? Like I said, it's not too big of a deal, honestly. I'm, like when I built the Millennium Falcon and Empyrean, I just kind of went with the flow and saw where it got me, and then kept doing it till I liked it. And didn't worry about odd or even until a later date. And it all works out. I've built so many ships over there and never really considered odd or even most of the time, so it seems to work out pretty well. There are a few times when it bit me in the ass, but it's pretty rare. Need another stack. Should have probably filled this. Well, then again, I'm not sure this is a final form or not, so filling it in is actually not that hard. All right, so I jumped over it, didn't even notice. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna want a floor. Now keep in mind, this isn't actually the bottom. This is more midship as far as for the hull. Thinking kind of hexagonal-ish type hull, or at least top. The bottom may be slightly different. A little less rounded edges, but they'll have some. Oh, shoot. Right at the last second. Here. We're definitely going to need a lot more blocks, because like I say, this is just going to be the beginning of the midsection. And we still have to build down, build up. I think there's going to be some more on the rear. For now, I'm not going to worry so much about the back of the ship. I'm going to just try to get a start on this. What do you guys think? Is it big enough? Is it going to be big enough to make everybody happy? Or is it too big and it's going to screw up the whole game? Oh, shoot. I got to make sure I mark that out for mid. Not really, because it can change. It's all subject to change. You know what? Come to think of it, I think that whole thing there is going to be garage, and there will be a cockpit on here. Because, yeah, now that I think about it, I won't be able to do like I did on Empyrean or stuff like that and put in multiple cockpits. I don't think... I mean, you can, but it's going to require a lot of, like, XR gates and stuff like that, right? And I don't really want to have a whole bunch of logic extra. I think I'll already be struggling enough, and if I had any hair left, I'd have pulled it out trying to do all the logic. We'll see. I have a feeling that biggest problem, though, is going to be balancing the weight. So don't just shift off to one side and fall. I mean, it doesn't look that big. It should be all right. I would call this, one of my starter vessels if we were playing in other space games. Not starter, but starter warp vessels. Not one of my little planet hoppers. This would be a warp vessel. But it would be one of the very beginning ones for size. Maybe we do want to go bigger, but I don't know. I don't want to break the game either. Anyway, you guys let me know if you happen to watch this later on YouTube. Throw up a comment. Tell me what you think. If you got suggestions for the ship, again, throw up a comment. But yeah, that is going to do it for this week. I got to get going. Already that time. It comes up quick. But yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to leave the game on. It'll make some of this plastic so we don't have to stare at it next stream as much. I have a feeling 10,000 might be a good place to stop for crafting, but otherwise, I much appreciate everybody coming by. If you guys have any other suggestions for the game, for streams and whatnot, throw them down in the comments section on YouTube. Otherwise, drop a subscription, drop a follow, do what you gotta do. Drop a like, depending on what platform you're on. Anyway, I always appreciate seeing you guys. Take care. See you Monday. Bye-bye.